Do nun ni audos prezenton pri la Land-Kongresa Komitato, kiu prizorgas la Landan Kongreson de Esperanto USA, ĉiare en Los Angeleso en julio, se mi memoras ĝuste, ja? Ĉu ne? Kaj ili parolos pri tio, kaj pri la multega laboro, certe, kiu iras en tion por doni al ni tre bonan sperton. Do mi donos denove la microfonon al David kai Amanda, kiam ili estas pretai.
Saluton. Our presentation is going to be in English. I hope everybody's okay with that.
Totally fine.
We're excited to see you all. My name's Elle. Mi nomiĝas Elle. Mia edzo estas David. And then Amanda as well. Thanks, Amanda, for being on. We're actually in another beautiful part of California today. We're over in Palm Springs. So lots of gorgeous places in California. And we're really excited to invite you all to the Land-Kongresa. July 12th through the 14th is when the main meetings and workshops. We've got a great dinner, which is actually going to be on the beach. That's all happening Friday through Sunday, but we have lots of excursions planned beginning the Monday before all the way through the Tuesday after. So if you're looking to plan out your summer vacation and you want it to be with Esperantujo, then please come early. We have all kinds of excursions. I'll talk about what they are a little bit later. But again, that's Monday, July 8th, all the way through Tuesday, July 16th. It's going to be at Cal State University Dominguez Hills. We're really excited about this location because not only is it a beautiful campus, it's got a lot of really great environmental landscaping and planning, but it has one of the largest, if not the largest, it's hard to tell, Esperanto archives in the United States. So we're going to get some exclusive access to that. The library is just really looking forward to hosting us. The archivists are excited to have all of us there and showcase everything that they have available. Registration, you can register on the website. That is www.usonacongreso.org. David will put that in the chat. It's $200 for all of our members, and then $220 for non-members. We also, you can register for your excursions there and express interest. You can, it's not hard fast. So if you're like, oh, I'm really interested in this, just register for them. And then if you decide, you know, Disneyland is out of my price budget or things like that, that's fine. We are going to provide transportation for the excursions as well as the dinner party. So you won't need to have transportation, but if you want to get off campus, meals, the one meal that will be included is that Saturday night dinner, and then everything else will be providing low-cost food options on campus, so you shouldn't have to leave, but for those that just like to have that freedom, we're also going to be negotiating parking with the campus. As far as lodging goes, let's skip down, I'm reading my notes. We do have lodging secured on campus for just the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a package, so you would buy all 3 nights for $275. This is an extra long twin bed in an apartment with a kitchen, with a full kitchen and a living room, and you get your own bedroom, your own locked door. You would have a roommate who also has their own bedroom, and you would share a restroom. So you can specify who you want your roommate to be, or we can do the placements for you. For those that are traveling.
Let me just clarify. So that's 2 bedrooms in every apartment, 1 bed in each bedroom. Mm-hmm. You will share an apartment with someone. It can be someone you have decided you guys would share with, or it can be someone we assign you with if you prefer. $275 is per person for the total of the 3 nights. And there's no air conditioning. in the on-campus rooms.
That's true. There isn't any air conditioning. These are older apartments. However, we've checked the weather several times and it looks like it's gonna be, high 70s and we've checked and they're
During the
pretty
day,
comfortable. Yeah.
We recommend you bring a sweater for evening activities in California at that time of the year.
Absolutely. It's sunny in the day and then, especially if you're near the water, it gets pretty chilly at night. For those that are traveling with pets, children, families, couples, or if you're going to be able to join us for our excursions, we also have secured a lower rate at the DoubleTree by Hilton Carson. It's $199 a night. And we will be providing transportation to excursions from both the DoubleTree and campus. So that's a great option. It's how far away? 3 miles?
3 miles.
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
$199 per room per night. So 2 people are $199 if you have 2 people in your room, and it comes with 2 queen beds.
So that's a really good option if you're traveling in pairs.
And you can reach out to them if you would prefer to have a king size bed or any other, want to add their breakfast buffet, something like that. You can reach out to them after you've signed up and arrange that. Here is the link to that. Also, they do have air conditioning.
Yes. And great question, Rafa. Do the apartments have fans, David?
They do not.
They do not have ceiling fans. No. So good to know. Okay. And then,
Just yell out your questions if you.
well,
Okay.
watch the chat too. That's
Can I just add a little something to what you guys are
Yes.
saying? So about the DoubleTree Hotel, there
Mhm.
is a unique link that is on the usonacongreso.org webpage that you will need to use to get the hotel discount. Normally it's like, I think $240 a night. So we're getting $40 off per night.
And I did put that link in the chat as well.
Okay, excellent, great, thank you.
So-
Also, there is public transportation from campus to the hotel, and the buses run about every half an hour, and it takes, I think, maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And it's pretty cheap. And people in the LA area don't necessarily use public transportation a lot, but
Well, somebody must, right? That it
it's
exists.
there. And if we use it in groups, like I'm going to be staying in the hotel, for example, because I'm going to be bringing my whole family, and it's just cheaper that way for us. So if we travel as a group, it'll be safer to take public transportation, like late at night or whatever. So if you're interested in staying in the hotel, you can always reach out to me and we can connect about traveling back and forth together.
Thank you.
So just to reiterate, staying on campus for the 3 nights for 2 people comes to $550 all in. Staying at the DoubleTree for 3 nights for 2 people in the same room would be $597
Very similar.
plus taxes and fees, which comes out to $50-ish more. So it's about $100 more for 2 people to stay at the DoubleTree than to stay on campus.
Mhm.
All right, enough about that.
Adding the breakfast to the hotel, do you know if there are good breakfast options around the hotel? In general, what's the area around the hotel like? It's okay. We are actually going to be bringing breakfast options during the we're bringing like breakfast burritos, bagels, and
We will have a
muffins,
breakfast option on
granola and
campus
yogurt.
at an affordable price,
Mhm.
if you would prefer to do that.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's anything walking distance really from the DoubleTree, or at least not a short walking distance. There is the Carson Mall. That's where primarily everything is that's in between the campus and the DoubleTree. But there are a lot of restaurants.
Peggy has a question.
Sure, Peggy, what's up?
About the lack of air conditioning,
Mhm.
even in a hotel, very often you cannot open the windows, but in a dorm, you usually can open the windows.
Yes, you
yeah.
can
Means
open
that
the,
go ahead.
and this is not a dorm. These are apartments, 1st and 2nd floor apartments. But yes, you can open the windows.
So the cool air outside, we can get that into the rooms.
Yes, during the evening, yeah.
And we explored the rooms actually in July last year, and they were very comfortable. And that was in the heat of the day too. Okay, so another thing that we're really excited about is mini NASC. Or for those that don't know what NASC is, do you want to?
Nordamericano Somero Curso.
Which is basically a crash course in Esperanto. So this is a great opportunity for those who are really excited to participate in the Land-Kongresa, but maybe don't feel as comfortable with their Esperanto and want to soak it all in. It's going to be before the regularly scheduled workshops.
This is a seminar on the Esperanto League of North America and what they're doing for the National Congress and blah, 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 blah.
No, this is a course. The mini NASC is an Esperanto learning course. It will be held, there will be 4 hours on Friday from noon to 4 p.m., 2 hours on Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. both days. Breakfast will be from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. So there's only an hour overlap with other types of meetings. And there will be nothing held at the same time from noon to 4 on Friday. So there's very little overlap. You won't miss nearly anything. In fact, we have an excursion that we'll talk about later, but on Friday that we will make sure people who attend the excursion and are also attending the mini NASC will make it to the mini NASC in time. So it's $100. It is also purchased through the Land-Kongresa website at usonocongreso.org. And it's for newer and intermediate Esperantists.
should be fun.
Yeah, and it's being taught by Brian Harmon.
All right, scrolling down.
You must be a conference attendee to attend the mini NASC. It's not being sold separately.
Thank you. Good call. Okay, and Elena, I love that question. I will definitely get to that after we talk about our excursions. So just to let you know, enrich the whole experience. I mean, why come to California if you're not going to take advantage of all the really cool things that we have here? So we've got an Angels game Monday night for those that love baseball. We have dinner and swing dancing on Tuesday night. We've got a lot of interest in our group. There's a lot of overlap there. As well as we have just a day in LA on Wednesday where we'll go to like Hollywood and Olivera Street, Griffith Park Observatory, all the highlights and
Do a Hollywood tour kind
of LA. And then Thursday, Disneyland, for all of you Disney fanatics out there, including myself. And then for those of you that are like, no, Disney, we have our chess group actually is our Esperanto Usoa chess group is going to be doing a night of chess playing. And that'll be a really cool place because it's in a public space where, you know, we can play chess in Esperanto and bring other people in. Friday morning before NASC, there will be surf lessons. So for those of you that, you know, just have this fantasy of learning how to surf, this will be my second attempt in life, and hopefully this time I will stand up on the board. We'll see.
That'll be from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Mhm.
I believe it's $100, but we haven't put that down yet, so we'll make sure. It will include a wetsuit as well as a surfboard and the instructor, the instruction. And then we'll provide transportation.
And then also really cool on Monday, this is post Congress. We're going to be doing a Queen Mary tour in Long Beach. They've got a ham radio station, so we actually will be leveraging our connections through our Esperanto Ham Radio Club. Really excited to see a demonstration of that, as well as the Long Beach Aquarium is right there. So this is going to be a really fun, family-friendly recommended excursion as well. So that's Monday after
July
Congress.
15th.
July 15th, thank you. And then Tuesday, another really great opportunity is to go over to Catalina Island, which is a small island off the coast of Long Beach. Very quaint, you know, Nice little.
Yeah,
little
it's a great
California.
little all-day excursion. Fun. Yeah.
Any questions about the excursions? Will there be special pricing for Disneyland tickets?
We're still looking in that.
It's possible.
It depends on how many people
Yeah,
say they want to go.
yeah.
So
So if we can get a big enough group, I think we can get it.
if people are all like, I want a park hop, then I think we'll probably we weren't planning on restricting exactly what you did at Disneyland so much as we just all were gonna go together. And then I was gonna point out some, hey, if you wanna meet up for lunch, we'll do that. If you wanna go to dinner together, we'll do that, and then let people kind of go in the groups that they wanted to. I'm not certain that a park hopper for a 1 day is a great value. Disneyland really has enough to fill a full day. I would recommend, I think, that if you wanted to park hop, that you planned on a multi-day and that you went another day while you're there in California to California Adventure. That would be my recommendation. But if you want to park hop and on that same day, everybody's welcome to do whatever they want to.
And if you have never been to Disneyland before, or if you have Disney questions, I know a lot about Disney. Feel free to email me. I'm happy to kind of help you walk through. A lot of times what people will do is you can get a 2-day park hopper ticket or a 2-day Disney ticket, and you don't have to use them in back-to-back days, which a lot of people don't realize. You have like
the month.
Yeah,
to
you
plan
do,
your
yeah.
3 days or 2
So
days.
you could go with us, and then you could go before or after any of those things. So that's pretty cool.
As far as COVID goes, we will follow the policies set by the municipality and by the university. We will have masks available, and we will have COVID tests available.
Absolutely.
We would, as far as if you have COVID, we would prefer you did not come to the Land-Kongresa.
Yes, that. Also, we're looking still for a volunteer in the Esperanto community who is in the medical profession. To kind of help us at a first aid station. So if you guys know anyone or you yourself are in healthcare and would be willing to volunteer your time, at least to be available on call, that would be very helpful.
But the college will have security and first aid accommodations as well.
Sure, and we'll have Band-Aids and things like that as well. Ruth, for thought. Yeah.
Voluntold.
Oh, it was direct message. Leave a message. Sorry, Ruth. Okay.
Can I add a comment about Disneyland?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So if any of you have not been to Disneyland since you were a child, it is magical going there as an adult as well. We took our kids a few years ago and I thought I was going to hate it. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be for kids. I'm just, we're taking the kids for them. Oh my gosh. Barbershop quartet, riding on like a trolley and, it's amazing. Even if you're not into Disney, which I never was, I don't like Disney princesses and all that. It is really fun. So
if you haven't been on the new Star Wars Rise of the Resistance ride yet, it's fantastic.
So Elena asked if we are planning to provide refunds to anyone who tests positive for COVID and decides to cancel their trip. The truth is we plan on offering refunds to relatively anyone. If as far as if you've signed up to come to our Land-Kongresa and you can't come, then that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's not services rendered. There's no reason for us to take your money for that. There will be some last minute endings to that. Like it won't be till Friday morning that you could cancel your trip. As far as like a hotel room, we can't get you out of your $275 3 days at the university on Friday. There is a deadline that will be for that, but it's only going to be maybe 2 weeks before the event. So we are going to be a very refund open Land-Kongresa.
Yeah, up until the Kongresa starts, right?
As much as we can.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
I just have another little piece of information to add about the hotel. So in order to get the group rate, we had to pre-book a block of rooms. And so if we don't fill all of those rooms, we still have to pay for them. So we're really hoping that we get enough people to sign up for hotel rooms so that we don't have to pay for nothing. So just wanted to give everybody a heads up about that, that if you're kind of on the fence, we encourage you to go for the hotels if you know we don't have quite enough people. And if you're not sure about that, you can check in with David and Elle or me, and we can let you know where we are.
And if you, and if you again, if you want to stay for 10 days, that rate should be good for you for the full 10 days, so long as they have rooms available.
Yeah, so I
You
think
just
what we
sign
did
up
was
through that link.
we booked 30 room nights. So if people stay for a whole week and they stay in the hotel that whole time, that uses up, you know, those nights are applicable to the block of rooms. So that uses up some of our nights. So when people go to the excursions and stay in the hotel, that is actually helpful as far as the logistic arrangements go.
So one thing that I wanted to say is that we've got a pretty great website in build right now. So right now it has this information that we just gave you, but we're looking to add some more. So some of it's under construction. Who has the ability to share screen right now? Amanda, do you have the ability to share screen?
Yeah, I can. You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, you want to pull up the website?
Okay, one sec.
So we're excited about this. A couple of Esperantists who were very enthusiastic and web developers made a special website for us with some fun animations. But there are, let's see.
Wait, oh, that's us.
That's us. What are you doing? There we go. Okay, so you click on the boat. And we're off. There we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ta-da! And so you can actually move the boat around on the beach.
Ciendajo. Ciendajo is where
Yes.
everything is.
There's the beach, there's the committee page, and then what you guys, really want is
But-
the bottom right.
And then upper right-hand corner, Aliju Noon, that's where you would sign up for everything.
Yeah.
And most of the information is available in there as well.
And Amanda, if you scroll down a little bit, there he is.
Oh, yeah,
There's Zamenhof.
yeah.
So
But there's no information there.
not yet. Not yet.
We're hoping to have it complete by the end of the weekend.
It's true. But would you click on the dock in the bottom right corner?
I
Oh,
hope
yes,
that
you
you all
can-
saw that Zamenhof said, Tio Dolores a chulo.
Yes.
All right, so what are we clicking on?
Video.
Blue?
Mhm.
All right, and here's most of the information.
Trying to get this to be smaller. Hang on. So
And we'll also be, of course, translating this all into Esperanto. We were just we were putting it on English so that we would have it up, the information, but we will. As you can see, additionally here, you can see all about public transportation in the area, the airports that are conveniently located, a little bit about those, driving.
There are 3 airports.
It is almost like a video game. That's kind of the idea. And
Most
then,
of you will fly into LAX,
Mhm.
but if you can fly into Long Beach, it's certainly an easier airport.
it's really cute. We're very proud of our airport in Long Beach. And then there's your on-campus housing information, as well as the hotel with the group discount with the registration links for both. There's all about mini NASC. Again, that's the Esperanto crash course for those that are really excited to join, but maybe for those beginners, right, that want to participate.
Mhm.
And then there's all the excursion information. So more to come here. We're actually going to start putting up the schedules of the actual workshop and content. That's going to be coming soon. Also, we'll do estimated pricing for those excursions. So if you want to sign up for excursions or the Congreso itself, just click the Aliju Noon in the top right corner.
So Rafa asked about how housing and food are sold separately. Staying on campus, how can food be purchased and what does it consist of? So, okay, and then Constellatio asked any groceries near campus. The campus is surrounded by suburbs, by homes, residential homes. So there's almost nothing within walking distance of the campus. So I wouldn't count on a lot of grocery trips. You probably, unless you have a car, everybody in California has a car, you're gonna drive. Actually, somebody could probably even drive you if you wanted to go to a grocery store. But there is a supermarket somewhere, it's simply not within walking distance. Housing and food are sold separately. The only meal that is included with your registration is the banquet on Saturday. Everybody is invited to the banquet. Nobody is paying extra for that. It's not really a banquet. It's going to be more of a beach party. But that's going to be a lot of fun and good food. Everything else food-wise, you're either going to the student union whenever you want to, or going to our snack bar, or you're taking advantage of the meals that we've brought in for you. Everything we sell will be somewhat subsidized by USA, so it will be affordable. It'll be less expensive than it would be normal.
Yeah, so just to reiterate, the student union building will be open on some of those days. They kind of go back and forth on whether it'll be open all 3 days. And the student union building has a Green Olive, which is a Mediterranean. They have a Subway. Will, I don't know if you remember what was on there. I think we went to Green Olive, or they have a Mexican restaurant. They have a coffee.
Yeah, they had quite a few in that food court. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was Asian, there was Mexican, there was vegan. Yeah, I can't remember what all.
Yeah.
The school just hasn't nailed down what they're going to have open for the weekend. It is during their summer. So we can't get a straight answer about what they'll have. So we are bringing in other food.
David has negotiated with several catering companies as well to bring in lunches, restaurants, to bring in breakfast and lunches as well. So, and then there are some, yes, perfect, thank you. Amanda, do you want to show where the campus is? Yep, it's right up top there where it says search this area. And then there's a Walmart neighborhood grocery store that looks like it's the closest down below.
Mm-hmm. There's also walking distance an Aldi right here.
It's a long walk.
Walking distance is relative.
And then, but it is a college campus. Now it is mostly a commuter campus. So that's why it's not the same kind of like college town vibe that you're gonna get in some other college towns. But there are some great restaurants past the green part over there on the left. And then in the bottom corner of that block as well.
Chinolo is providing us a lunch on Saturday.
Excellent food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll bring food onto campus and try to make it as convenient as possible. Yeah, that Louisiana fried chicken, super great reviews. And if you guys really want me to, I'm happy to go and eat my way through all of the restaurants.
What's up, Rafa?
Basically, just to summarize, so there's no way of pre-buying like a meal plan or anything. It's going to be a la carte, whether it's something you guys bring or we go to the student union. It's going to be a la carte. Okay, so there's
right. We're not charging like $75 or something, and you get all your meals taken care of. It'll be you'll come in and you'll see something and you'll pay for it.
Yeah,
if you want it.
You'll say, I want a breakfast burrito. I want a bagel or whatever.
Okay, and then completely unrelated follow-up. What is there to do in the evenings? Like, are there
well, the Carson Mall has a lot of restaurants and bars and is a large place.
At the Congress. We're gonna have a gafuyo. One of the apartments we're gonna turn into a gafuyo, and I think we're gonna try to arrange to get some Esperanto video games, music, hangout, board games.
During the 3 days though, on Friday evening, everybody's kind of arriving, we expect on Friday, or a large amount of people, those who haven't come early for the excursions. So we'll have some sort of casual walk in, walk out at your leisure, sort of Intercona Vespero. Saturday night's the beach party. I'm fully expecting everybody to attend the beach party. And then Sunday night, we're still working on exactly what that's going to look like, whether it's a variety show or a Hollywood movie, sort of an excursion. And once we've come up with that, we can figure out what we're going to do as far as food for that evening. Did that answer your question, Rafa?
Yeah, thanks.
And Peggy?
Peggy, yeah.
Is there a fridge in the
Yes.
University housing? Yeah,
Freezer.
okay.
Yeah, it's a full kitchen. Yeah,
Will-
you can even
Will,
do
did you have a
dishes.
question?
Well, I wanted to mention, I think we were talking about having a games room that was going to be open after hours.
We are gonna have at least one apartment dedicated to be like a Gufuyo during the whole thing.
Yeah.
During the 3 days.
And I think we were also talking about trying to have some chat rooms available as well for after hours. Uh-oh. Were we not talking about that?
Are you referring to like internet?
Well, both.
What,
I mean,
what
the
is the,
Gufuyo,
if not internet, you're talking about Gufuyo. Yes, we're planning on creating kind of a Gufuyo out of one of the apartments. Maybe more than one. As far as internet, we were trying to look at making this whole thing a hybrid event, and we haven't mastered that yet.
I was trying to tag on to what Rafa asked.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go again.
So, let's yeah, so, Gufuyo, as in traditional Gufuyo, I mean, I will have tea there as well, like beverages and things like that. It's a place for people to come and, spend time with one another and speak Esperanto. And including lots of activities in there. Is there any specific tradition that you would like to uphold within the Gufuyo? Feel free to throw it in the chat or speak out loud.
And I'd like to point out that Will found this location for us.
Okay.
He's really been a huge part of the Land-Kongresa Committee.
Danke on.
Will and Yvonne.
Yes, Yvonne.
My alma mater.
She graduated from
Very
Right.
nice.
Hills.
Their connection.
And by the way, part of the games room will be chess. We have Esperanto chessboards for everybody to use, which means
Beautiful.
they're green and white.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So
Actually, there are quite a number of people in the Esperanto community that have created Esperanto versions of games. I have an Esperanto Scrabble game that I can bring, and there are plenty of people that have created, you know, like Cards Against Humanity and Esperanto and stuff like that. So
Nice.
yeah, there's plenty. People will bring them all, I'm sure.
Don't lose them. Don't bring them and then they disappear.
Yeah.
But please, yes, bring those. And I know at the Universal Congreso, we played oh my gosh, what's code names? But it was all Esperanto. It was the pictures only, and it was really great. So it's another great way to expand your vocabulary and also meet and connect with people with, you know, some sort of activity.
We
Yeah.
already have one of the highest numbers of registrants for Land-Kongresa in the near past. We have 75 registered already. Can I get a quick round of hands of everyone registered here? Everyone who's or planning to come? Yeah. All right. That's kind of everybody's face I can see. Oh, Constellacio, you're on the fence.
uh-oh, what can we do to convince you?
That's okay. You don't need to be put on the spot.
Elena, I love those ideas. Absolutely, there will be time and space for that, and maybe we'll arrange certain hours for
Yeah, maybe
quiet conversation.
one of the workshops during the event. There should also be a swing dancing class during, or maybe it's more of like a dance session during the Congress itself. Also, cooking demonstration / lesson
We're doing a cooking
for
demonstration.
lunch. I think both days. I'm not certain.
in Esperanto. So,
Yes. It should be an Esperanto immersion kind of situation.
so we'll all cook a meal together and then we can eat it. So that's another, Rafa, that's another option for food. 75
So-
people does sound like it's
Yeah,
too much.
we
for a
might need
single
more than one
apartment.
Gafuyo.
We might need a couple of apartments, and then maybe we can flavor them a little bit differently, right?
Yeah, maybe we could have one that's a traditional type European gufuyo, which is,
Absolutely.
you know, just quiet with candles and tea and maybe somebody playing a guitar in the corner and
Mhm.
kind of romantic, you know, atmosphere. And then we can have a game room. I think that would be a good, you know, good to have
That's a good
options for
Absolutely.
people.
And this campus is really beautiful as well, and will be mostly in the library, which is a very quiet space as well. And the library has a lot of really lovely seating areas. So we're hoping that conversation is just a very big part of the entire Congress.
Yeah. Any last comments or questions? No?
Would anyone be interested to see where the DoubleTree is in relation to the university? I
Yeah.
can share my screen again.
Please show us.
Okay.
And the Carson Mall, throw that on there.
Constellazio, we will be sorry to miss you, but we'll be thinking of you. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation anyway.
Okay, so up here is the university, and there's a bus line that runs this way, the dark blue line, another one that runs along the light blue line, and they alternate, I believe, as far as timing goes. So you can catch them every 30, 20 minutes, something like that. And then Carson Mall, is that not down here somewhere? Ah, yes.
Right there.
Yes. So Carson Mall is also probably, would you say that's
Your
walking
first
distance?
Encounter with a Phil Cohen.
Again, it depends on what walking distance is. I definitely know people that would not be able to walk it.
Okay.
There is literally a song where it says nobody walks in LA, so I'm not sure. Right?
Oh,
That's true.
that's not the right one.
No,
Oops. Oh yeah. Okay, let's try that again.
interesting.
That is definitely not walking distance, I must say.
Okay, let's just do this in a Mark Carson. Okay,
Yeah.
so it says, walking distance, 42 minutes. I see what you mean. Well,
Well,
let's
from
see,
the
where are we?
DoubleTree, it's very close though, right?
From the DoubleTree closer. Yes, the
Yeah.
DoubleTree is right down here.
Yeah.
So yeah, closer. So where are we staying on campus? Are we staying here at the university?
Yeah,
that's where
housing
we're staying.
apartments? Okay,
And then the library is somewhat to the left of that.
let's see.
There's the student unit, so the library is
here's the
just
library.
below. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
So
kind of
the library is going to be our main meeting place.
it is possibly going to be our main meeting place.
Okay. All
We
right.
haven't had that confirmed.
so close.
We might be in that natural sciences and mathematics building instead, which is just to the right of the library.
Yep, right here.
I also see life-sized chessboard on the map.
Oh yeah, that's
Ooh.
not.
It is,
interesting.
it's there, yeah. But they didn't have any pieces the last time I was there, so I
No,
did
no, no,
ask.
you are the pieces.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, there's a walking
Like
trail
wizard's
as
tip.
well.
That's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, and there are some I believe, yeah, those are the tennis courts, but if you scroll down a little bit, there is like an ecological space. Maybe that's over on the left of that. Yeah, I think maybe that's it there. And then there's a big sports complex as well. For the LA Galaxy. There are no games. I think we looked for the LA Galaxy. It's just the soccer team.
We did. We looked for the Dodgers as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Vilcho, did you have something?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention for probably everybody has already thought of this, but just in case you haven't, David mentioned that we need jackets at night, but during the day, you are going to want to have a way to cover yourself from the sun, and you're going to want to drink lots of water.
Yes. You should always be
It
hydrated.
is warmer, but it is temperate. Here we're not the desert exactly. So it won't be like Arizona, or it won't be super dry. It'll be normal.
We'll have sunscreen at the first aid station.
There will be sunscreen, yeah.
Sunscreen is a good I didn't mention sunscreen, but I should have. Yeah, it's not so much that it's going to be hot, but the sun is going to be, yeah, it's going to be,
present.
yes.
So, David and Elle, I have a question for you too.
Sure.
Have you received any information from anyone who's interested in doing any sessions?
Yes.
Or is that still in the works,
I should
the
mention,
way that we can sign up for sessions?
Of course you're gonna ask me this.
We've forgotten the name of our keynote speaker.
No, we didn't forget. We're blanking right now.
Oh, Grant Goodall.
David Jordan.
David
Oh,
Jordan.
no, that's
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, that's right. I knew it
Thank
was
you
somebody
very
from
much.
UCSD.
Yeah.
He will be our keynote speaker. Brandon will be giving a talk on Esperanto in the Hollywood sci-fi movement of the early.
And in the
Hollywood
archives,
movement.
there's lots of pictures from that era, which is even cooler.
Mhm. We will have Ruth offered to teach an origami session. Again, we'll have the cooking sessions, and I think they talked about a swing dancing session. We have a couple of EUSA meetings that take place.
Yes, correct, meetings.
But also, we still have more than 50% of the Congress of those 3 days, well, those 2 days to fill in the time.
So you are still looking for programero, eh?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. The deadline for reserving the lodging, it is close to the Congress. It's maybe a month before.
Is that for the apartments on campus?
That is for the apartments on campus and for the
Okay.
hotel. We're very similar,
The
but
hotel deadline is
it's
June
more
12th.
it's more about getting.
Yeah.
I think the hotel will continue to offer rooms as long as they are available, even after that time. We have to have our minimum by that time. But after that, people can still sign up. The university, we have to give them a solid number on how many apartments. So we might just ask for a few extra and still be able to take people. But at some point, you'll run out of time to get these things close. Sometime within a month of the Congress, we will stop.
At what time on Monday does the Congress close?
Oh, Monday morning is just going to be a loose, casual breakfast and departure from the campus. And there is an excursion planned for that day. It's actually, 2 excursions planned for that day. We won't go into the second.
Oh, okay, so the actual Congress closes on Sunday then.
We will do the last formal meetings on Sunday, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so for those that have to work, just take off Friday at least.
Take off, and then depart at 11 p.m. on Sunday. Anything else?
Oh, do you have any idea when you're going to have some kind of form for signing up for sessions?
That should be, yes, that's one of the things that should be available on the website, hopefully by the end of the weekend, but, right? You're looking at me like maybe that's not accurate?
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
There is an email address, landa.congreso. Let me just make sure I'm saying this right. landa.congreso@esperanto-usa.org.
Would you put it in the chat?
And that, please send any of your questions or offers to speak to that address.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Ooh, Peggy, I
And
like
that
your
address
idea.
is good for future congresses as well. That is the new EUSA Land-Kongresa question and answer email address.
Peggy, don't we just naturally argue about grammar in both languages?
A good
That's
point.
true.
That's their point.
I think we would be interested in that. I'm certainly interested in it.
Yeah, that's always fun. I wonder if maybe David Jordan would be willing to field questions like that.
Grammar.
You wanted him to tell a story.
I mean, he's the guy that wrote Being Colloquial in Esperanto. He
That's
should
right.
be able to answer these questions, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I think he should read from his book of
Mhm.
fairy tales about Esperanto.
Patrae rakontoj.
Yes, rakontoj prapatraj pri nia lando antaŭ jarcentoj, kiam existis drakoj kaj I don't remember the rest of it. It's a super long title.
Gigantoj en
Yeah.
Eŭropo kaj drakoj en Azio. Oni
Yeah.
ne forgesu aparte pri Knachošveobstek.
Yes. The hardest name to pronounce in the history of the world.
Holden here for the seven.
If you have not read his book, I recommend it. We sell it in our bookstore. I'll type the name in the chat in case anyone is curious.
Are we good to go?
If there are no more questions, last call. I know, Land-Kongresa, super big deal, so I absolutely want to make sure that everyone gets their chance to speak, and of course, otherwise you'll be able to email them after the fact. Going once, going twice.
I only have one comment, which is thank you, David and Elle, for your work on this. Really looking forward to attending, and I think that this is definitely going to be a very memorable and fun Land-Kongresa. So thank you so much for all the hard work and effort that you're putting into this.
Thank you, Q.
I agree with that, and thank you both for the lovely presentation today as well. I apologize, Elle, that I hadn't named you as a speaker, so I went back and corrected that for anyone looking back through the event, through the recordings. Thank you both.
Okay.
Very
Until about
informative.
10 minutes before, I didn't realize I was going to be a speaker either.
For knowing 10 minutes in advance, you did
Double thumbs up for that. You did it great.
both of you, and all of the Land-Kongresa Komitato, and I'm sure that's a majority of just all the Esperantists in Los Angeles for that matter. So thank everyone there for all the hard and amazing work that's going into this Land-Kongresa. I, for one, am extremely excited, and I will be there.
Glad to hear that. All right. Thank you, guys.